Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello there. Okay, Wheel of Five, episode 5. Okay, I think they instantly, I guess, just jump into 1 month later. And I'm not a big fan of that, skipping time. I mean, it's good. I honestly would have felt better if this episode would have just taken on each individual group. Each individual group has an episode of their own. One episode about Alfor and Matt. One episode about Perrin and whatever that new Whisper chick's name is. And then another episode about the Naveen and Marin at the White Tower with everything that's going on. I think it would have been a little better. Sure, they cross over a bit, but it just seemed so exciting. And what is it? Child Vandar? I absolutely like him. I hope he's still around because he just seems awesome. I mean, he's got this, he views as the one power as this negative, like, hedonistic, satanistic type situation that it's just like no being should be allowed that power. It comes from the darkness, not the light. The light would never give humans this kind of power to destroy each other. No, the light wants everyone to be the same, to be equal, to basically live on even ground. And it's just like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. But the way he's going about seeking it, that's not making sense. But when you're in a world where ogres live far longer than humans and every other race and everything, it's just like, I think magic would be a thing, and I think you would be accepted. I think he's just jealous that men don't have access to it. At least they can no longer have access to it. It's a very rich world because, I mean, when there's a massive... when one person has too much of something, like all women have access to magic, or not all women, sorry. The one power only really is accessible by a select few of people, and only the women who are chosen through that actually have the ability to. It's very intricate. I love the way it's done. I mean, the magic system itself is kind of like, I wish I understood a bit more about it, because it just sounds like it comes from nowhere. But from what they understand, that when they touch the power, they see the source. And once they see the source, they realize how insignificant they are. Once they see the wellspring where the one power comes from, they're basically given just a little bit of it. It makes me interested about the Dragon Reborn. Is he like the Jesus Christ that's basically on the planet, who is basically sent there, is a living embodiment of the one power and is there to do something? Apparently break the world in one case and is now hopefully come to mend it. And it is funny that I kind of missed the Gleeman, but it is kind of funny that the what is it, the gypsies, the gypsy type people, the hippie type people, they are so hypocritical. They will refuse to lay a hand on anyone, but they allowed their wolves to tear apart. I mean, I'm assuming they're wolves, or Perrin they introduced might be. It's just like there's so much going on that it's just like they should have just stopped and done one group at a time. Because now my mind is just firing off. Maybe it's doing this, maybe it's doing this, maybe it's doing this, maybe it's doing this, or this and this could be all be related. Like either the gypsies control the wolves and had them kill all the light people, or Perrin for some reason has a connection to them, because there is something about him. I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's interesting for me just for the fact that I don't know what's going on, and I'm curious as to see how well built this world is. That's the only reason why I find it fascinating. I'm pretty sure I'd be rolling my eyes if I wasn't interested in all this just information, because it did seem like there was nothing going on. I mean, they had 2 death scenes, or two funerals in this episode, and it's just like, why? It's not, I mean, I understand the tragedy behind it all. I understand that, and I understand why that guy did what he did, but and I mean, you screaming into the air and tearing your shirt off like the Hulk does not make for a good end scene does not make for a good final shot. It was just, because he was like, okay, this is supposed to be an emotional moment. And then he starts yelling. And it's just like, I think that's a little too much. And then he rips his shirt open and yells into the sky. And I'm like, okay, that is too much. That is absolutely too much. But yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna continue watching it. I don't know if I care, but I'm just gonna continue watching it at this point. I've already gotten 5 episodes in, and I'm hoping they're not that many more. That's the sad part. It's just like, it's not really getting anywhere. It's not really getting anywhere. They haven't really done much. Ooh, I guess I don't really care for it that much. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles!